Hello, welcome to JewelCloud by Jim Find. My name is Jared. I'm going to walk you through a couple of reports here as a vendor. This is something that'll be new to you if you've never used JewelCloud, but I want to share with you what some of the data is that you would get from JewelCloud, and it's one of the major benefits for joining the system. Now, as you can see here, we've got a sample report. This is an actual real vendor, but we're blocking out their names so we don't share exactly who they are. But at the top, there's a couple of ways that we can sort the data. You can look at the data by the actual retailer that's involved. Right now, we're going to look at all of the retailers, but you could select an individual retailer if you wanted to. Then we also give you a field for date range. There's all kinds of ways you can carve the data up from looking at it from today, yesterday, last week. We're going to look at a 90-day window, but here you can see the different ways that you could look at the data. But for now, we're just going to go with the 90-day window, and we're going to look at all the retailers that are participating or that have this particular vendor's items on their JewelCloud. So what we see here is that there's a total number of clicks that we've had in the last 90 days for this particular vendor. Now, that's wonderful information to know in and of itself, but what we want to be able to tell is which of those particular vendors or what kind of information are we getting from the actual clicks themselves. Now, what this is showing us is the types of categories of items that people are clicking on. You can see there are big categories, there are smaller categories, but this is helpful to tell us that within JewelCloud, what are actual people actually interested in terms of my products as a vendor across all of my different retailers. Then over here on the right side, we're going to be able to look at it by price. So what you can see here is there's a big category for call for price. That's the most popular, but there's some other pricing categories here that people are looking at. But again, this would tell us the types of items that people are looking for, and then it would tell us the price points that people would be looking for. And the big blur spot here is going to make sense because we're going to scroll down and we're going to see some of the data at the bottom, and this is going to show us the actual clicks as they occur, and you get very granular data down to the types of items, the category. You can sort it all different ways. We're just blocking out the retailer right here so we don't give away exactly who these people are, but we're able to give them give you information as a vendor as to exactly what's happening real time with the clicks on your site. I'm going to scroll back up to the top. So what you can see here on the this first drop down is that you can get down into actual retailers to say what is this particular retailer doing for me. And so I'm going to click the filter, apply the 90 days for this one particular retailer, and we're going to look at just the clicks that this retailer has given me as a vendor through the JewelCloud. And we see some interesting data. It's going to tell us, obviously there's not as many clicks because this is one retailer across many, but we are able to see exactly what's happening from the category perspective. And you can see the categories here are a little bit different than the other the data that we looked at that has all of the retailers. And then we're also able to look at the price points, which is quite different in this case from the other data. But when I get ready to go talk to my particular retailer, I'm able to look at this data very quickly to say what's happening within JewelCloud for their particular customer base, so I can coach them into what maybe is working better, what's not working well, what types of changes I think they need to make, and I'm able to do all of that very, very quickly right here inside JewelCloud. And I'm also able to drill into just the data that's specific to that particular retailer. So we can tell exactly what clicks are happening, what date they're happening, you carve it up all the different ways that you want to do it. So that's just a very quick overview. To get more detailed information, call us, the number here on the screen. We'd love to sit down with you and show you in detail what JewelCloud could do for you in your reporting.